Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the New York Yankees and the Philadelphia Phillies. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Harold, what's the key to a road victory for them in this one?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say, have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look out.
Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I love the fact he mixes them well. And we'll just see if he's on today. That means he's throwing strikes with all of them, and he'll have a dominant game if he does so. All right, here's how the Phillies line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the Yankees, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
And a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch as we are underway here this afternoon. The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Well, he's going to come after you with the breaking ball, it looks like today. First batter, he's already thrown 2 curveballs. He's got himself ahead in the count. This could be a breaking ball game for him.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Didi Gregorius becomes the first out of the inning. And here's Jose Peraza as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You want to talk about speed? Watch him here on this isolation replay. Is he flying or what? I love how smooth he runs, and he just bursted down the line.
First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Into the box, Ken Sanchez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. A swinging bunt to the mound. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Sent toward first. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Chris Carter.
Here's Chris Carter now. Career line against Jared Eichhoff. A 3-for-5 line to show for those meetings. He's taken him deep once. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Ready with the 0-1. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
That's 2 poor swings from a guy that hits in the middle of the order, and is used to having base runners. You don't see that from him very often.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Rupp is after it, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Turn, no score. Look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that #2 spot right in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Daniel Norris, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5. All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
Up for the Phillies, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
1-2. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And a rather easy first out.
Batting second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Now in the box, Cesar Hernandez. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And that pitch catches the inside corner. Grounder down the line at third. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he is in there.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
In now, Maikel Franco, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
This could be an interesting night for him. He gives up the extra base hit, and then he makes a location pitch that he needs to make. If he does that consistently, he'll have a good night.
The 2-1 on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Hard hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
A really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Standing in, Tommy Joseph. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 1 and the Yankees nothing. At the plate, Mason Williams. He'll start things out against Jared Eichhoff as this inning gets underway.
Mason Williams.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1. Now the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Saunders going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish, but they gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Batting 7.
Here's Brett Gardner
Right
now.
fielder, Brett
As he'll go after the
Gardner.
first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Batting 8.
So digging in
The
now,
catcher, number
Eric
41.
Fryer. He'll get to
Eric
take his first cuts
Fryer.
here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
A runner at first with no outs here. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. One and two. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Now another 1-2. And another foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Into the box now, Daniel Norris. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The relay, the tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. Digging in to try it again, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Didi Gregorius.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. 2 outs here with a runner at third. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, all even at 1 apiece. Into the box now, Michael Saunders. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Fielder, Michael.
Ready to deliver.
Saunders.
Here's the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Standing in now, Andres Blanco. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
You know, this is the kind of location you can get away with when you throw your fastball like that. That's certainly not where he wanted it to end up. But when it's coming in that hot, it's tough for guys to put it in play, especially when they're protecting with 2 strikes.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Peraza. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Ken Sanchez. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work, so it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Now batting, 3rd baseman.
In now, Travis Shaw. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Oh, what a play. Now, you got to rule that a base hit, but man, the shortstop made a great effort on that just to knock the ball down. But that's going to be ruled a hit, no doubt about it.
Now at the plate, Chris Carter. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set and the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, that's a tough one right there. If that ball's at somebody, probably a double play. But as a result, it's one of those seeing eye singles. Just found the hole.
Into the box now, Mason Williams, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here it comes on 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
The batter, right fielder, Brett Gardner.
Digging in for his second at bat, Brett Gardner. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Chasing after it is Herrera. And that ends the inning. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. Bottom of the third coming up. 2-1 New York. Stride Cameron Rupp. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Hit down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. No problem here. 1 away.
Batting 9th, pitcher Jared Eichhoff.
So coming to the plate, Jared Eichhoff, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Tell you what, pitching to the pitcher is not that easy. Sometimes when you face him, a little bit of a letdown. It's in a 2-0 count right now. You got to really focus, I think, more so with the pitcher hitting against you than anybody.
Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder Odubel Herrera.
Striding in once again, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. Ball 1.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Aaron Nola will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
Aaron Nola. Leading off for the Yankees, the catcher, number 41, Eric Pryor.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tapped down the line, but that one rolls foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Daniel Norris swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for a fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
And look out how that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Wow, you want your stars to get their work in during spring training, but you don't want to see them get hit by a pitch. Looks like no damage done, though.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll swing and lift the ball fouled off to the left and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in, and he took it back up the middle. You can't do that if you don't keep your hands inside the baseball.
And here's Jose Peraza. Fastball way outside, and that's trouble. No movement on base. It's ball 1. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch swung out and missed the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Ready on 1 and 2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ken Sanchez. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They still lead it 2-1. Jonathan Neese will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 47, John Neese.
Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez.
Leading off the 4th
Batter
inning.
pitcher matchup
Second
numbers
baseman.
with John Neese.
Cesar
5 for 15.
Hernandez.
And he won't take any chances on that one, as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Oh, the old CNI base hit. The
Third
changeup's
baseman,
down.
number 7,
The batter goes down to get it and still
Franco.
finds a hole to put it through. Good pitch, better hitting.
Stepping into the box, Maikel Franco. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
The 0-1 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Carter is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
First baseman, number
And that'll bring in
19.
Tommy Joseph.
Tommy.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. The 1-0 delivery. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
And that runner will go no further than second, as there are
The
2
right
aboard
fielder,
now.
Number 5, Michael Saunders.
Spin and a throw back to second, just keeping him close. Here's Michael Saunders now, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A throw behind the runner at second, but the runner's back easily. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there.
The batter,
Michael
number
Saunders
4,
becomes
shortstop,
out number 2 this inning.
Blanco.
Into the box, Andres Blanco.
Nope, that's a
A
ball.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and they will jump ahead here. It's now 4-2.
Well, it's only spring training, but this is the kind of swing that makes you anxious for the season to start. Tracked the ball all the way and just exploded on it for a homer. He looks ready.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Here's Howie Kendrick.
Left fielder. Howie
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And that misses 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sanchez is after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And they'll keep it going here as he's into third base with a triple.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Stepping in now, Cameron Rupp, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with John Neese. A 3 for 5 line to show for those meetings. He also has 1 home run.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. We played 4, and Philadelphia's taken a 4-2 lead. Michael Marriott, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Michael Marriott.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Travis Shaw.
Fouled off into the seats behind first. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Here's the pitch. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Ready on 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. lifted into center field. Herrera's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Here's Chris Carter now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First offering on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a ball diving into the dirt. A swing and a miss. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And this is fouled at the plate.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And this is swung on and missed. So it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is fouled back and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, then this one runs in on him as he has to dance out of danger there.
He went deep earlier, so that's sent to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Freddie Galvis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Freddie Galvis.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. And he misses there. 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I tell you what, that was so pretty. The left-handed hitter, when he takes the ball the other way for the base hit, head down, stayed with that pitch the whole way, and just drove it to left field. It was beautiful.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Got him to go down swinging there. Cesar Hernandez becomes out number 2 this inning. Into the box now, Maikel Franco, as he'll take a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Knees pauses. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Here's the 1-1. On the ground to third. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Digging in and looking for more, Tommy Joseph. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. Swing. Phillies leave a couple as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Adam Morgan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 39.
Here's Brett Gardner now. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Swing and a liner. Foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The catcher, number 41.
Riding in once again, Eric Fryer. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Hernandez is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, pitcher, John Neese.
Tyler Austin will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Tyler Austin.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Line hard. Foul. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still down by a count of 4-2. Jason Gurka enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 72, Jason Gurka.
Ready for another chance? Michael Saunders. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. And that misses for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Just a tick behind for a strike. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Andres Blanco will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, left fielder, Howie Kendrick.
Ready for another shot now, Howie Kendrick. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Sanchez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they still lead this one 4-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Joaquin Benoit will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tyler Goodell is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 2, Tyler Goodell.
Didi Gregorius is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Ruben Tejada is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That was a good pitch right there. Started at the knees, got the hard sink down, got him to swing right through it. Beautiful.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Tejada is retired, and there's one away. Digging in to try it again, Jose Peraza. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. To the changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. Rob Refsnyder will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. In now, Ken Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Goodell going back on it, and as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the game, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Goodness, 0-2 now.
What a nasty pitch right there. What a difficult pitch to pick up for a left-handed hitter. A slider that runs away from you. You just don't see many left-handers that have that kind of a pitch.
Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Now batting, first baseman, Chris Carter.
Here's Chris Carter now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at. Greg Bird will come on as a pinch hitter.
Number 33, Greg Bird.
Popped up. Hernandez on the move. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the two-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the seventh coming up. All even now at 4 apiece. Ruben Tejada will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. Rob Refsnyder will stay in the ball game now as he comes on to play second here. Greg Bird will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Stepping in, Cameron Rupp. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
Now playing first base.
Shot to third, and that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the seventh.
Boy, that big leadoff hit right there really sets the table for them with an opportunity to take the lead the rest of the game.
Left fielder, Tyler Goodell.
Tyler Goodell will be next. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in. Roman Quinn will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 24, Roman Quinn.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That was an interesting pitch, Matt. Look, we're in a double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that hard sinker. Get that ground ball, maybe get a double play. But he didn't throw it. He just threw a fastball. I don't know what he's doing right now, but he got it in there for a strike.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Daniel Nava.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Foul.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Here comes another 0-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 1 left for Philadelphia. Score remains tied at 4. Roman Quinn will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 24.
Taylor Featherston is also into the ballgame now as he takes over at second.
Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder, Mason Williams.
Tommy Pham is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Tommy Pham.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And now a pitch on the way. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Tommy Pham goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch to him. Runs a bit inside for ball 1. Aaron Judge will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Oh, he got the big fella out front on that one. This guy's got a lot of power, so he pulled the string on him, knowing if he got a 3-1 fastball, we're probably going to watch him jog around the bases.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Eric Pryor.
Once again, Eric Pryor, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Yadier Molina.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he's back in standing. The 1-0 delivery. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2-0 pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get back in standing. The 2-1 on its way. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. And a neck-high fastball that time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another payoff pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Payoff pitch one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Gary Sanchez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24. Gary Sanchez.
This is on the ground over to first. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is to pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
Into the box, Ruben Tejada. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. One 0 count. Here it is. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2.
Man, I like the last two pitches. Changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
And that misses 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. No runs, a hit, 2 left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Tommy Pham will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Aaron Judge will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Yadier Molina will stay in the ballgame as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Chris Coughlin is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 19.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He went down on strikes last time up. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Brian Holiday will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2, and just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Phillies down in order. This game's all tied at 4. Chris Coughlin is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Aaron Altair is into the ballgame as well.
Chris Coughlin.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's
fielder.
the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ken Sanchez will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Two-one, here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Featherston on the grass, on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
Standing in, Travis Shaw. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rupp has a play, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. Still all square at 4 apiece. Aroldis Chapman comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Ryan Hennigan is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth for the
And
Phillies.
here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Oh, that was a good-looking slider to hit. He kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
Chapman ready, the 1-1. 1-2 now.
That's the 3rd slider in a row, and I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled back.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Misses, ball 2.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys.
50.
When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
That one up just a little late. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Catcher Cameron Rupp.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this. Tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
Chapman sets. Here's the 0-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Score remains tied at 4. Ryan Hennigan will stay in the ball game as the new shortstop. Zach Eflin takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll be the one to start things out as we begin the 10th. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here it comes. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. This is pulled into right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Boy, he got himself in a good hitter's count and hit that changeup. Maybe he had a good scouting report, but he tries to pitch backwards. Going to throw off-speed pitches in fastball counts and fastballs into breaking ball count.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Goodell has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's big Aaron Judge. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here's the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt.
0-1.
The 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. 1 left for the Yankees. This game's all tied at 4. Chad Green comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Chad Green.
Tyler Goodell will be next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is foul right side. And this is going to be a foul ball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound. And boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Standing in now, Roman Quinn. First time up, he went down looking. The windup and the 0-1. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing two.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge ranging back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting.
And that brings in Taylor Featherston. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
2 outs in the bottom of the inning right here. Now it looks like they're in a position to maybe win this game. He represents the winning run. Let's see if they can get him home.
Into the box now, Chris Coghlan. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats out of play. The 1-1 pitch, and he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Refsnyder is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on, and we'll have to cancel those dinner reservations, partner. 11th inning coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Jake Thompson takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 44, Jake Thompson.
Matt Holliday is going to grab a bat now, so he'll be asked to get things started in the top half of the 11th. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Now the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, it's late in the game, but I tell you what, a leadoff single, that's what you want to start the late innings. Now it sets you up to be able to manufacture or do some things and maybe get that run home.
Ready for another shot now, Ruben Tejada. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Chopped weakly to the right. That winds up foul. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. Ball 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. High in the air out to center field. Quinn Waits on it. One down. Riding in once again, Ken Sanchez. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 0-1. Liner towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
He picks up his 4th hit, and I'm telling you, what a ridiculous day. You look at that box score tomorrow, he's going to have 4 hits, and 2 of them are home runs.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The 0-1. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Now the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Greg Bird is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Altair going back on it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and 3 left. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th, and we are tied 4-4. Tyler Clippard takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Clippard.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Joseph. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Tejada is there. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
So coming to the plate, Aaron Altair. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Now batting.
Hey, if you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Into the box, Ryan Hennigan. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Bird is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On to inning number 12 we go, and we are tied 4-4. Pat Neshek gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
Number 17, Pat Neshek.
Now at the plate, Tommy Pham, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Yankees, the left fielder, number 22, Tommy Pham.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
And this is going to be a foul ball. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Rupp gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Pham is retired, and there's one away. Digging in once again, Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 delivery. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the pitch. Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still all square at 4 apiece. Pedro Florimon will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 18, Pedro Florimon.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Goodness gracious, Matt. 100 miles an hour. No wonder he swung and missed. You're not catching up to that pitch. No way.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Pedro Florimon is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
Tyler Goodell is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Pham is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Phillies down in order. Score remains tied at 4. Genmar Gomez takes the hill now to begin the lucky 13th inning.
Genmar Gomez.
Starlin Castro will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Starlin Castro.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Altair moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready for another chance. Ruben Tejada been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Altair over to his right. 2 down. Ready once again, Rob Refsnyder. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss at a ball down. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
Grounded to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. This game's all tied at 4. Brian Mitchell enters the game now as he'll get the responsibility of trying to send this one to a 14th inning.
Mitchell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Roman Quinn. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Curveball that time, not even close. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. The big curveball just misses apparently. Ball 2. And there's ball 3.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
And that brings in Taylor Featherston, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Chris Coughlin is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Now here it comes. Out of play off to the right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still all square at 4 apiece. Alec Asher is going to finally make an appearance in this one as he'll take over in the 14th inning. Stepping up now, Ken Sanchez. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Line drive to left. Goodell is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Digging in, Greg Bird. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. The 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Now the 1-2 pitch. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch. He just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
In now, Tommy Pham. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Boy, those are the pitches you hate to miss. A hanging changeup right there. He's got to think about that for a while.
The 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. The Yanks leave 1. Score remains tied at 4. Coming to the plate now, Tommy Joseph. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. And they start him out away with a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And that one right down Main Street. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding into the box, Aaron Altair. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a ball 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a breaking ball over the outer. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Refsnyder has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Ryan Hennigan.
Now batting, Ryan Hennigan. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That curveball just frozen. This is one of those big curveballs you're expecting to go start at you like this one did and break all the way down to the bottom of the plate. But this one didn't get that big break away, and it froze it.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So they go down without a whimper here. Hang in as long as you can. Another inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Vince Velasquez gets to pitch in this one after all, as he answers the call in the 15th inning.
Vince Velasquez.
Here's big Aaron Judd. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far.
Aaron Judd.
And that swung on and missed for strike one.
0-1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Quinn racing back at the track. The wall gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina.
As it's grounded sharply to first. Oh, what a dive. What a play.
The pitcher, number 55. Brian Mitchell.
Ronald Torreyes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 74, Ronald Torreyes.
And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. One out, nobody on. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. At the plate, Ruben Tejada 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch on its way. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Well, that's a high pitch he's swinging at right there. Even if he makes contact on that, Matt, I think it's a pop-up. He's probably not going to drive that ball. That ball's so high out of the zone.
Now an off-speed pitch that nearly ran in and got him. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Quinn racing back to the track. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, this guy has proven he can make some athletic plays in the field, and he takes a decent route to the baseball here, but I'm not sure anybody is going to bring this one in. Ends up out of his reach and bangs up off the wall.
Former College World Series MVP Rob Refsnyder is next. In the dirt here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Well, he's made 2 tough pitches. He's got a runner at second base, and now he doesn't have to make a good pitch. Make him chase something right here because you don't have to throw him a strike.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. Yankees forced to settle for 1. And now this crowd finds their club behind the 8 ball here as they don't want to wind up on the losing end of this thing. The Yankees lead it 5-4. Adam Warren gets to pitch in this one after all as he answers the call in the 15th inning.
Adam Warren.
Digging in the switch hitter, Vince Velasquez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Standing in now, Cameron Rupp, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Tyler Goodell will be next. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks in the top of the 15th were enough to decide it, and they hang on for the nice road win.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The New York Yankees get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
Yankees, 5 runs on 17 hits.